jogging. Amazing. Hey, Timmy Bridley, ain't nothing scared about me, boy. Ain't nothing, never been scared, cuz. J down. Kill the scene. JPE. Gucci Crew. Coming through. 99.8. Wow, child. Up with it. Yeah. How you like me now? Straight from the dirty south. Going out to all my dogs. All my big dogs. All on my hot dog. Can't forget about the dirty dog. Walk Waller, let me hear you holler. Can't forget about the Chihuahua. Ooh, in the back say. Come on. Now about my boys in South Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta, Alabama. We gon' jam you. Tennessee, feel me? JPE go. Upside the head, we go. Upside the head. That bass go. On down. Worry now. Jam pony. Now you know. Going way back like 8 track. OCD. Slick. B-I-C. And ride with it then. And roll with it then. Smoke with it then. Drink with it. Spank so good. Jam pump. Yo, hood. Hey! Turn it up. Rip the knob off. Big boss. In the house. Dirty South. We gonna ride out.
The Will Rock Show.
They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man.
Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be on this small planet of ours.
The Will Rock Show is on.
Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m.
On Vibes Reggae Arena at vibesreggaearena.com.
Interesting topics, all types of music, special guests, and lots more. The Will Rock Show.
Talk about yourself, people.
Listen, people, let me tell you something. All I have in this world are my boss and the Will Rock Show. And I'm not going to break up for nobody, okay?
Did you know? Did you know the first rugby club was formed in 1843?
Did you know?
Did you know the first metered taxi was introduced in 1907? Did you know? Did you know paper money was first used in China?
The Will Rock Show.
Gay people are getting married, folks. Yes. Nasty. Imagine that. 2 women touching on each other's titty balls. Men, barbecue. I like you too, dog. Let's get married, man. It's crazy. That shit is gross.
Check out The Will Rock Show.
Do it for her. Do it for her. Do it for him. Do it for him. Oh, why don't you do it for your loving wife? You won't do it for yourself. Do it for all the loved ones in your life. Yes, again, man. Thank you very much for listening to the Will Rock Show. I'm yours truly, the Will Rock. I'm here, you are there, we are everywhere. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be on this small earth of mine, of ours. We only occupy for a small amount of time. We only here for a second, and we got to take advantage of the second we have here, okay? These few seconds we have on here. Be nice to people and do all that kind of good stuff, all right? All right. Don't be scared to share your little thing here. All right, today's topic is abortion here on the Will Rock Show. Cloudy enough. Today's topic is abortion. I was going over some of the history, some of the timeline. Yeah. Archibald, what's up, Skip? What's up, Skip? What's happening, Skip? Give you a shout out. Timmy Bridley, what's happening? But anyway, Joan Hyde, Carver Shoulder, New Malibu, Tangelo Park, Orlando, all that over there. Everybody. Thank you for listening to the Will Rock Show once again here on Vibes Reggae Arena at vibesreggaearena.com and on the Caribbean Rhythm Radio Network and CRRradio.com. We're back there. Well, my eyeball, something's bothering my eye. I got to get it out in a minute. But anyhow, today's topic is abortion. All right, we're also on Instagram. We're also on Twitter at _WLRC. Okay, don't forget that. All right, I might be looking over here. I might be looking over there. I'm looking at about 2 or 3 cameras, so don't worry about it. Got right here. All right, now today I was going over some of the timeline of some of the history of abortion, and I stopped with 1979. Now, in 1979, Bellotti and Byrd set standards. Bellotti versus Baird set standards for parental consent laws. All right. Bellotti versus Franklin strikes down Pennsylvania statute that requires abortion techniques that give the best opportunity for the fetus to be born alive after viability. Now, in the 1980s, the pro-life movement turns to the grassroots level, opening pregnancy health centers or pregnancy help centers, PHCs, and crisis pregnancy centers, CPCs, to help women facing unplanned pregnancies choose life. To help them with unplanned pregnancies, they give you a choice. Hey, baby, once you have that, baby, we'll help you do something with that. All right. Now, in 1980, Harris versus McRae upholds limits on funding abortion. States participating in Medicaid are not required to fund medically necessary abortions. Okay? Can't get no money for no abortion. That's it. All right. In 1983, Akron versus Akron, Center for Reproductive Health removes requirements that doctors provide patients with information on alternatives to abortion, fetal development, and medical risks of abortion, in addition to other regulations. All right. Planned Parenthood Association of Kansas City, Missouri versus Ashcroft invalidates a Missouri statute that requires some abortions to be in a hospital, companion to Akron versus Simopoulos, okay, versus Akron 1. Now, see, Planned Parenthood wanted to do it there. They don't want you to go in the hospital. They don't want you to be convinced not to have the baby. I guess now they take pictures of the baby and let you look at it first, and then they take a sonogram, take a picture of it, and look at it before you abort it. So that sways your thinking on it. Okay, and at one time, Planned Parenthood didn't do that. They wanted you to have abortions. I think they set out for eugenics and genocide of our race. And it might be for people who's sick and can't have children, or like when one of their senators or one of their uncles been done rape one of their nieces, or one of the men been done rape one of their daughters. I ain't saying it don't happen in all races, but they like to do that sometimes. But when whoever does that, that probably need to be aborted. But they was aborted. One of all ours aborted. God, get rid of them niggers. I mean black people. Sorry. Wow, I hope my mama didn't hear that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. Okay, now in 1984, with both the White House and Congress majority pro-life following the election, Congress works to pass a Human Life Amendment and Human Life Bill. All right, in case the amendment was rejected by the states. Now, pro-life advocates divided their support between the amendment and bill, lobbying against each other and causing both to fail. Boom. All right. Now, in 1986, Thornburg versus the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists invalidates Pennsylvania statute that requires informed consent and other abortion regulations. All right. I'm going over the timeline and the history of abortion right now. The topic is abortion. I'm going to say 1988. American Collegians for Life is founded. In 2006, the group is renamed Students for Life of America. In 1989, Webster versus Reproductive Health Services upholds the prohibition of public facilities or personnel to perform abortions and the requirement of ultrasounds after 20 weeks. Who we coming now? We coming around the mountain. What's a long time? I forgot. It's 2019 now, but a lot of stuff went on. I'm going to finish it up here. Here we go. Keep going. All right. Going over some of the history of abortions. A little timeline. All right. Now, in, let me see. Here we go. In the 1990s, pregnancy help centers continued to spring up, allowing pro-lifers to support pregnant women in their communities. Now, violence against abortion facilities and abortionists by a few fringe anti-abortionists leads to fear, mistrust, and stereotyping of the pro-life movement. Sidewalk counseling and prayer vigils become the main form of clinic pro-life activism. Yeah, they go outside and I see a lot of them used to be down there to the Planned Parenthood right there in Owen Center. They always marched there. They closed that, but they always marched. I think they closed that. People was always out there marching outside of the abortion clinic right there at Planned Parenthood for a long time, even up to last year. All right, they were, and I ain't lying. In 1990, Hodgson versus Minnesota invalidates Minnesota requirement for two-parent notification for minors. Okay, they invalidate that. Wow, requirement for two-parent notification for minors. Baby get pregnant, they ain't got to tell nobody. Just go down and get an abortion. Ohio versus Akron Center for Reproductive Health, Akron 2, upholds Ohio statutes requiring a minor to notify one parent or obtain a judicial waiver. That's good, I think. In 1991, Russ versus Sullivan upholds the constitutionality of the 1988 HHS regulation, which prohibits doctors and counselors at clinics which receive federal funding from providing their patients with information about the referral for abortion. Can't give out no abortion pamphlets or nothing like that, no information. In 1992, Planned Parenthood, that's taking place to me, Planned Parenthood of Southeastern Pennsylvania versus Casey reaffirms the Roe principle that women have a right to abortion before fetal viability, but allows states to restrict abortion access so long as these restrictions do not impose an undue burden on women seeking abortions. Such restrictions make up the incremental approach to reducing abortions. All right? Trying to get rid of abortions, trying to get out of there. Now, in 1993, Colorado enacts the first state buffer zone law, which restricts where pro-life demonstrators and sidewalk counselors can be outside abortion clinics. All right, you can be down there, you can be up there. They regulate where you can go with that. All right, I'm going down the line. Tammy, I got 15 minutes. I better do some more. So I'll come back with some more. I'll come back with some more on this topic. Let me get the read. Okay, in 2009, Gallup releases poll results indicating that for the first time, a majority of Americans, 51%, identify themselves as pro-life. Despite massive pro-life efforts, Congress narrowly passes health care reform with the potential for taxpayer-funded abortions. Okay, I'll be back with some facts and stats. I have some facts and stats. I want you guys to get into some more facts and stats before I leave here. How many people are having abortions? I'm gonna go over that when I come back. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna be over 15 minutes, so don't worry. We got a little time. Just seem like I'm rushing. Today's topic is abortion on Vibes Rig Arena at vibesrigarena.com and on the Caribbean Rhythm Radio Network at crrradio.com. Thank you very much, y'all. I want to have some toasted orangutan toenails. When you toast them, they crunchy too. You got to toast them a lot. You got to hard toast them so you can bite through them easy. I'll talk back to you. I'll be right back.
The Will Rock Show is on.
It's just me and you. They couldn't see you after seeing you. Yeah. 'Cause I believe in you. You're the only one that I choose. Even though you break my heart, even though you break my heart, I know that we are all lost to your heart. Even though you break my heart, I'ma need you, I'ma need you, I'ma need you. Yeah. Show me a broken all your scars. Baby, I'll take you as you are. Show me a broken heart. Baby, I'll take you as you are. I'll take you as you are. Yeah. It's just you and I. Oh yeah. Just a phase in a little love. Yeah. We can sex all night. Ooh, I see the one two in your eyes. But you know I'll break your heart. 'Cause I know what we are. Our love's too young. Even though I break your heart, I need you, I need you, I need you.
Isn't that lovely?
Yo, mama, yeah, me queen. You know me love you. Me can't talk to you about anything. The girl good, man. Remember me tell you, man. Raka, booba. I mean, I tell you, mama. The girl a goda. Ow. Gorgeous, sexy, girl, no want no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama. Like a button in a rata. She love it when me beat her like a Congo drama. Just say rip she tight, me not take off me nights. We naked as a bird, me make she flow like riverside. Sexy girl, no want no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama. Me slam it like a Hulk Hogan. Sugar cane in she belly, she just no water. Big magic one, me have this on a Harry Potter. She want it in the shower, get she want a smatter. Girl kitty hotter than an incubator. Me beat it in the corner like a machinama. She fit me so warm like a sweater. Speaking of Spanish, oh girl, me love your freaky speaker. Gorgeous, sexy girl, no one no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama. Like a pattern in a rata. She love it when me beat it like a Congo drama. Just say rip she tight, me not take off me nights. We naked as a bird, me make she flow like riverside. Sexy girl, no want no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama. Me can't touch on the melody, yeah. Her skin so smooth, it no rough, mammy, yeah. We keep it real balanced, we no see some player. We never like this scale in the angel, Anna. Me girl cool in any weather. When she wake up, even when she sleep up, me make she shiver like the Pakistana. When she get the 9-inch muscle meter. Gorgeous, sexy girl, no want no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama.
Hey, Bird, I want to see you there. I want to see your legs moving off this song, Bird. I know your legs moving a little bit, Bird.
Say rip she tight, me not take off me nights. We naked as a bird, me make she flow like riverside. Sexy girl, no want no drama. Me ask you where she from, she say Panama. Me slam it like a Hulk Hogan. Sugar cane in she belly, get she juice.
Yikes! In the way!
Living without you, don't wanna remember, no. You don't even know. Oh, 'cause all of the happiness that has come in my life, you don't even know. Oh, boy, yes, 'cause I've been waiting for you, baby, for you to come in my life. 'Cause I didn't believe in it, but you made me believe in love. Waiting for you, baby, for you to come in my life. 'Cause I didn't believe in it, but you made me believe in love. No, oh no, oh yeah. Feels like I'm falling, just trying to catch my breath. You don't even know. Oh, falling so deep in love, so deeply in love with you. You don't even know. Oh, boy, yes, 'cause I've been waiting for you, baby, for you to come in my life. 'Cause I didn't believe in it, but you made me believe in love. Waiting for you, baby, for you to come in my life. guess I didn't believe in it, but you made me believe in love. Now I believe it, 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 I believe in love. Now I believe it, 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 I believe in love. Now I believe it, now I believe it, I didn't know. Now I believe it, now I believe it, that you were out there. Now I believe it, now I believe it, I believe in love. Now I believe it, now I believe it.
The Will Rock Show.
You go to Nigeria, which is, if not the most corrupt nation in Africa, and it is, it could be the most corrupt nation in the world, Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, now, Mr. Wallace.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year.
Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now, here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy, but there in Africa, you're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted 30 years ago. Black folk got the right to vote. You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how corrupt they are. You should be quiet and let those of us who know our people go there and help them get out of that condition. But America should keep her mouth shut wherever there's a corrupt regime, as much hell as America has raised on the earth. No, I will not allow America or you, Mr. Wallace, to condemn them as the most corrupt nation on earth when you have spilled the blood of human beings. Has Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb and killed people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Have they killed off millions of Native Americans? How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet, because with that much blood on America's hands, you have no right to speak. I will speak because I don't have that blood on my hand. Yes, there's corruption there. Yes, there's mismanagement of resources. Yes, there is abuse. There's abuse in every nation on earth, including this one. So let's not play holy to moralize on them. Let's help them.
I'm not moralizing. I'm asking a question, and I got an answer.
Why would you put it as the most corrupt regime in the world? That doesn't make sense.
Can you think of one more corrupt?
Yeah, I'm living in one. I'm living in one. Yes, you've done a hell of a thing on this earth, so you should not be the one to talk. You should be quiet when it comes to moral condemnation.
The Will Rock Show is on and live.
Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up here.
I came back to let you know this is the Will Rock Show, and you can't let it go.
The Will Rock Show is on.
Yes. It is I. It is the Will Rock.
Sundays, 6 to 9 p.m.
on Vibes Reggae Arena at vibesreggaearena.com.
That's right, The Will Rock Show. Interesting topics, all types of music, special guests, and lots more. The Will Rock Show.
Swinging high and swinging low.
I am here, you out there, we are everywhere. See ya.
Good manners make good first impressions. And because your manners are showing all the time, they have a lot to do with how well people like you.
Joe Gold. Yes, and yes again. Thank you for listening to The Will Rock Show. I'm yours truly, The Will Rock. Now it's time for Joe Gold. And Joe Gold is The Will Rock Show's man on the streets, man on the beat. Now, Joe Gold, which golden nugget of information do you have for us this week? Jose Cuervo?
You know, Will Rock, I enjoy bringing little known black history facts to the masses. So here's another one. Aaron Dixon is a black activist and a former captain of the Seattle chapter of the Black Panther Party. As an adolescent, Dixon marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to end housing discrimination in Seattle. While a member of the Black Panthers, Dixon started the Free Breakfast for Children program and fed thousands of hungry black children. And he helped open a free community medical and legal clinic. The clinic continues to this day as the Carolyn Downs Clinic. people doing good things all over. We just don't hear about them. So
I know that's right.
That's for everyone to chew on and think about a little bit right there.
So, Joe Go, thank you for those golden nuggets of information. Now, Joe Go, you have to. Now, if you don't have it, you can. But if you want to, you can. Give a shout out to somebody this week, Joe Go. Anything this week, Joe Go.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Washington Shores Fish Market for having the best fried fish in town. Also for Big Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was better than No King Kong.
Yeah. And meaner than a junkyard dog.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was pretty good.
Okay. Well, thank you, Joe Go, for that. Okay.
That's all for me, my man.
All right.
Peace.
Joe Go.
Excuse me, y'all. I have to let you know I have very bad funk anxiety, okay? That gets me. That funk gets me all the time. It got me now. And what up, Skip? And anyway, thank you for checking out the Will Rock Show. I'm your truth, the Will Rock here on VibesReggae.com, and on the Caribbean Rhythm Radio Network, CRRradio.com as well, okay? Don't forget today's topic is abortion. And I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter at _WLRC. Today's topic is abortion. I'm going to go over some facts and stats right quick. Mom, it's getting late. I'm running over, but that's okay. My cup runneth over. But check this out. I'm going to give you some facts and stats. Now, many people, let me go. In the United States, approximately 800,000 abortions per year are performed in the first trimester of pregnancy. All right. In the United States, approximately 100,000 abortions per year are performed in the second and third trimester of pregnancy, okay? And worldwide, the number per day, approximately 153,000 people dying per day. 27% of all pregnancies in developed countries end in abortion. And 24% of pregnancies in developing countries end in abortion. All right? In the United States, so the Americans, number of abortions per day is approximately 2,538 a day. All right. Now, who's having these abortions? Now, more than 50% of women obtaining abortions in the United States are in their 20s. Women aged 20 to 24 obtain 34% of all abortions. Teenagers obtain 17%, and girls under 15 account for 0.2% of the abortions. Okay. Who's having abortions? And the race. Which race is having abortions? While white women obtain 39% of all abortions, their abortion rate is well below that of minority women. Black women are more than 3 times as likely as white women to have an abortion, and Hispanic women are roughly 2 times as likely. Okay? Understand that. I'm going to say that one more time because your head's so hard. You don't listen quite. I always tell people that we are being aborted more. Okay? No, we not. Black women. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I might be wrong. Look it up. I'm going to say it one more time. Okay? While white women obtain 39% of all abortions, their abortion rate is well below that of minority women. Black women are more than 3 times as likely as white women to have an abortion. And Hispanic women are roughly 2 times as likely. All right? Who's having these abortions? The marital status. 46% of all abortions are performed on never married women. Married women account for 14% of all abortions. Whoa. What about religion? Women identify themselves as Protestants obtain 43% of all abortions in the United States in the religious sect. Catholic women account for 27%. Jewish women account for 1.3%. They having their children. And women with no religious affiliation obtain 24% of all abortions. 18% of all abortions are performed on women who identify themselves as born again or evangelical. These are 2005 stats, okay? All righty. Income. Who's having an abortion? The income. What does that have to do with it? All right, check this out. Some 75% of abortion patients in 2014 were poor or low income. Well, who are the people who are poor and low income in this country? Huh? All right. Okay, and 26% of patients have incomes of 100 to 199% of the federal poverty level. Wow. And 49% had incomes of less than 100% of the federal poverty level. That's $15,000, about roughly $16,000 for a family of two. All right. The baby daddy out in jail. He locked up. He can't get opportunities. He ain't getting paid as much. The baby mama, she ain't going to school. She around here being whatever. They young, whatever. They ain't got enough money. They ain't do what they do instead of do it, and they have a baby. You know, when you're doing bad and your things going down, boy, one of the best relievers is a little baby making practice. Okay, and then they wind up having the baby. A lot of them wind up getting aborted. Yeah. Why women have abortions? 1% of all abortions occur because of rape or incest. 6% of abortions occur because of potential health problems with either the mother or the child. And 93% of all abortions occur for social reasons. Social reasons. That is, the child is unwanted or inconvenient. That's a 2005 thing. Oh, Lord, my heart hurt. At what gestational age are abortions performed? What's the best? When are they performing the most abortions? Now, 61% of all abortions occur before the 9th week of pregnancy. 18% happens between the 9th and 10th weeks. 9.6% happens between the 11th and 12th weeks. 6.7% happen between the 13th and 15th week. 3.5% of babies between the 16th and 20th weeks. Okay? And 1.1% of all abortions, that's 16,450 a year, happens after the 20th week of pregnancy. Okay? That's when it's like, oh, Lord, it's at the end. Okay? And who was the likelihood of abortion? I'm going to go over this again. It might be the same stats. And estimated 35% of all women will have at least one abortion by the time they're 45 years old. 47% of all abortions are performed on women who have had at least one previous abortion. All right. In 2014, some 46% of abortion clinics offered very early abortions at 4 weeks gestation or more, or earlier, before the first missed period. Okay. And 99% offered the procedure up to 8 weeks from the last menstrual period. 72% of clinics offered abortions up to 12 weeks. That's 25% up to 20. That's 12 weeks, and 25% up to 20 weeks, and 10% up to 24 weeks. All right. I'll be back with some more facts and stats on this. I'm over. I'm gonna get this music out the way and get y'all out the way. I'll be out of your hair in a second. I got some more facts and stats on abortion. Today's topic is abortion. Here on the Will Rock Show, and I'm your shorty Z Will Rock. I'm here. You are there. We're everywhere, baby. All right. I'm gonna have a little. I'm having some cat kebabs. All right. I know that sounds stank, but I'm gonna have some. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. A little music, some more information on this topic. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm about to insert that thing in it. That's why I gotta read doggone chilling. All right. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk amongst yourselves. I'll see you directly.
The Will Rock Show is on and live.
I am the magnificent. I'm back with the Shakira Soul Boss, most thundering, storming, sound of soul.
1, 9, 8, 4.
I can't understand the people of the day. Sit each other down or lift a hand their way. This has been going on
you know deep down in your mind there's a wrinkle in our time. There's a wrinkle in our time. There's a wrinkle in our time. Sly said, man, you've been sitting much too long. There's a firmament crease in a right or wrong. You're my brother. For a fact. I mean, what's the case? Telling me to get back. Now you know deep down in your mind there's a wrinkle in our time. We've got a dance that walking through. If you've got soul enough to let from me, you'll be doing it soon as you make the scene. Just a little funky and good. Now go with them hips, baby. And get me some. Do it like it's good. Come on. Get that stuff till you get enough. If you push, I'll pull. Come on now. Now can't you feel the rhythm and the beat? Yeah. From the head to the bottom of your feet. It's got to get to you, 'cause it's in your soul. Higher, higher, higher. Now two steps forward, baby. And two steps back. Come on now. Get that stuff till you get enough. Now it's gonna get to you. Higher, got it too. Now look here, girl. I'm gonna put you to you. And I want you to push. Push with me now. Pull it, mama.
Peace, love, black is beautiful. Remember the essence of life. We are people of the universe.
Baby, I'm the man. Baby, I gotta be the man. Baby, I'm the man. Gotta be the man. I'm not bragging, but I've been told a whole lot of function going on. Super soul. Never let something down. While we fall in the ground, I need something to go on. I gotta have something, baby, to go on. I need a little music to make it funky. Jump like a kid, gotta do the monkey. I wanna know something
talking about the thing I'm doing. I need to listen. Gotta go on the horn. Yeah, baby, I'm the man. Baby, I gotta be the man. I'm alone downtown. Walking gently through the breakdown. I can move my feet. Keep on the serve. Keep it on the beat. I control your every move. I gotta get it, baby. Get that groove. Yeah! I'm the man. I'm the man. I gotta be the man. Just as good as I can. Gotta be something going around. Pump the chicken and the breakdown. Gotta handle it. Gotta look something.
Yes, and yes again, thank you very much for listening to The Will Rock Show. Yours truly, The Will Rock here. Now, you know, each week on The Will Rock Show, we have a fruit or vegetable. This week, we have a vegetable. And this week's vegetable is celery. Now, celery is not only very low in calories, but we actually burn calories eating it. Celery is also very high in vitamin C, which apart from the obvious, you know, being good for fighting colds and stuff, it also greatly supports the immune system. Celery is extremely helpful for inflammatory conditions such as asthma, osteoarthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis. Celery also helps to reduce high blood pressure. On top of all of this, it's a great diuretic, ridding the body of excess fluids. Phthalates in celery help lower cholesterol, and its coumarin content helps in cancer prevention. Celery clears uric acid from painful joints and may help in the treatment of arthritis and rheumatoid problems as well as gout. Celery is cheap, easily available, and full of essential vitamins and minerals. Oh, check this out. Did you know that grated or raw celery can be used on swollen glands? No, you didn't know that, did you? Now, celery appears frequently in detox diet plans. It has cleaning properties, aiding digestion, regulation of body fluids, and helping to curb craving for sweets. Yeah, celery is also beneficial in cases of insomnia. Celery juice particularly, as it is very calming to the nervous system. The high magnesium levels are soothing and are helpful for relaxation and helps you also get a fully restful sleep. Celery juice is extremely helpful in weight loss, as it is a natural appetite suppressant. Snacking on celery all day will lessen the urge to eat, and as stated before, will burn extra calories without adding any to your rumps. You know what I'm saying? Celery is rich in vitamin K, which can help to suppress the appetite. And vitamin K also helps to form normal blood clots. You know, it helps you keep from bleeding to death when you get a little cut, all right? Adults over 50 should increase their vitamin K intake. But you know, a lack of vitamin K can cause liver problems, excess bruising, and bleeding. Celery has a lot of potassium. A few stalks of celery can aid in constipation, as it is high in fiber. Also in calcium, aiding strong bones and teeth. Wow. The celery is used in aromatherapy and other traditional ways of healing, all right? So you guys get some doggone celeries in your rumps. You know they're going to squirt out of your rumps if you let them process properly, okay? Now, get some celeries in your rumps. I hope your minds and bodies are a little more healthier, wealthier, and wiser. Thank you very much.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
We're talking about the life of human beings, how they live.
The Will Rock Show.
Now, this is what I call a good time, baby. I'm having the time of my life.
Did you know? Did you know Britain was the first country to use postage stamps? Did you know? Did you know the film Mary Poppins was filmed entirely indoors? Did you know? Did you know 55% of all movies are rated R?
Yes again, baby. The end of the Will Rock Show is here finally, y'all. Get rid of me now. I'm getting ready to get out of here. For real though, I'm getting ready to get out of here, so you guys get to see me get out of here, okay? I'll be out of here in a second, so don't worry about it, all right? We'll be out of here directly. We're going to be out of here in a minute, all right? Be careful, all right? Now, today's topic was abortion, all right? And since ancient times, abortions have been done using herbal medicines, sharp tools with force, or through other traditional methods. Induced abortion has a long history and can be traced back to civilization as varied as China under Xinong, ancient Egypt in the Emperor's Papyrus, and the Roman Empire in the time of Juvenal. This is evidence to suggest that pregnancies were terminated through a number of methods, including the administration of abortifacient herbs and the use of sharpened implements, the application of abdominal pressure, and other techniques. One of the earliest known artistic representations of abortion is in a bas relief at Angkor Wat, 1150, found in a series of friezes that represent pictures that represents judgment after death in Hindu and Buddhism culture. It depicts the technique of abdominal abortion. Okay, and some medical scholars and abortion opponents have suggested that the Hippocratic Oath forbade ancient Greek physicians from performing abortions. Other scholars disagree with the interpretation and state that the medical text of Hippocratic Corpus, Hippocratic Corpus contains descriptions of abortive techniques right alongside the oath. The physician Scribonius Largus wrote in 43 CE that the Hippocratic Oath prohibits abortion, as did Cernunnos, although apparently not only doctors adhered to it strictly at the time, even though they adhered to it strictly at that time. According to Cernunnos, 1st and 2nd century CE, the work of gynecology, one part of medical practitioners banished all abortives as required by the Hippocratic Oath. The other party to which he belonged was willing to prescribe abortions, but only for the sake of the mother's health. All right, abortion's been around a long time. It's a heavy topic right this time. And, like I say, I depends on the woman mostly. That's what I get to say. I can say, don't have it. Or anybody can say, don't have that baby. They can say, I'm having it. You take care of it now. I'm having it. Damn you. They can say that. That's their choice. At that point, it's in them. So they decide that, So that could be good or bad, okay? But I just don't like the way the men are pushed out of the whole conversation. But because you can't have no abortion unless you get her pregnant. And then you can't get pregnant unless you have a dude there. Right. With some dude juice. But anyhow, that's it for the Will Rock Show. Thank you for checking it out. The Will Rock Show today. Whose topic is abortion. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But thank you all for listening out there. Timmy Britlow, everybody out there. Skip, all y'all. Thank you for listening. And check out next week's show. It might be here, it might be somewhere. Ain't no telling. Just check out the Will Rock Show. I'm on the ropes right now. Don't worry about it. All right? No matter how hard you try, it can stop me now. My wheels are moving too much right now. Too fast. Can't even stick a stick in this, folks. It'll break. But anyway, things will be better. Always. I'll see you guys next week here on Vibes Reggae Arena at vibesreggaearena.com and on Vibes Reggae and on the Caribbean Rhythm Radio Network, CRR Radio, at crrradio.com. And that's it. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the tweet, the Will Rock Show, Donald Wilcox, Twitter at _WLRC, and on Facebook as well, and all those things. All right, so next, I'll see you guys next week, and talk amongst yourselves. I'll see you guys next week. I don't know what the topic is. I posted on Facebook. I'll see you guys next week. All right. A little reggae. So I'm gonna play a little reggae music before I go, and then I'm gonna get up out of there. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for listening to the Will Rock Show. Check it next week here on Vibes Reggae Radio.
The Will Rock Show is on.
This man will make your liver quiver. This man will make your bladder splatter. This man will freeze your knees.
And that brings us to the end of what we hope has been a beautiful trip for you and what certainly has been a groovy ride for me. We thank you for joining us. We thank our very exciting guests. Hope you'll climb aboard next week on these same stations, and you can bet your last money it's all going to be a stone gas, honey. Always in parting, we're going to wish you love, peace, and soul.
The Will Rock Show is on.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Whether you like it or don't like it, sit down and look at it because it's the best going today. Woo!
The Will Rock Show.
Now, brothers and sisters, this is a message to the world, you know?
I'm a member of the human race. Don't judge me by the color of my face, whether I'm black or white. Let's all unite. Life is what you make it, they say. It's not just acting anyway. Out of many one people, let's all unite. Everyone should be free, just like the birds in the tree. So the best thing we do is strive to unity. Every black man or white man can do some good. So now remember we are one. Let's all unite. I'm a member of the human race. Don't judge me by the color of my face, whether I'm black or white. Let's all unite. Let's not face no fight. Let's all unite. Everyone should be free, just like the birds in the tree.
The Will Rock Show, live and direct. You don't know.
Rain come falling down today. Sun come shining tomorrow. Once I was a warrior, yeah. Now I'm president down. Cause there's a time and place for everything. Cause there's a time and place for everything. Today you have no money, tomorrow money and more. Cause in Mount Zion there's milk and honey, so you better act up for sure. Cause there's a time and place for everything. Cause there's a time and place for everything. Yeah.